All right, in this video, I want to compare two pairs of sneakers from two major brands. We have the adidas Ultraboost 5 at $180, and then we have the Nike Pegasus Plus at $180 as well. I wanted to compare them side by side because the price points are the same. However, both of them are really good on feet, but they are very different as well. So hopefully I can break down some of those differences for you guys. And if you guys enjoy this video, drop a like. And if you guys are interested in buying either of these models, I will have links in the description of the video where you can click and it will take you to the respective sites. The best way to support this channel directly is just by clicking those links and making those purchases. It lets the brands know that you guys appreciate the content, and I greatly appreciate you for using them. So if you haven't heard, City Gear is launching its own app and website, and to celebrate, they're giving away $500 to 2 lucky winners. All you have to do to enter is follow City Gear on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, then like the contest announcement post and leave a comment with a 100 emoji. Lastly, go to the link in the description of this and then download the City Gear app. They also do have a free rewards program worth signing up if you haven't done so thus far. Signing up for the reward program is free though, and it has 2 levels of rewards. 1 point equals $1 on the rewards. Once you reach 200 points, you actually get your status upgraded to the VIP loyalty tier, which you'll actually start earning 1.5 points for every dollar spent. The release calendar is really nice. You have a look at all the upcoming pairs of sneakers that they have out there from your popular brands. And lastly, I wanted to make note of their denim shop. You have an option to actually go in, tailor your needs. Some of the notable brands of denim that they have is the Grindhouse Denim, True Religion, Hustle Gang, Paper Planes, Cookies, and more. Anyways, be sure to enter the giveaway. Leave a comment, let me know what your favorite thing is that you've seen on the City Gear website. So this is a pretty fun video for myself. I'm a huge fan of both of these models, and historically speaking, like the Ultraboost 1 all the way up to this version many years later, and then the Pegasus Turbos, I've been a fan of since the very first one as well, and then we've had like 4 different versions. This would be the Pegasus Plus. They're not even calling it the Turbo, even though it says Turbo on the bottom of the shoe. But they are totally different experiences on feet. Which is most comfortable is probably the #1 question I'm going to get. So let's address that from the beginning before we get into the detailed specs. I would say it depends. That's not really a fair answer, I know, but it is going to depend on you and your preferences and what you like on feet. If you don't like a softer, squishier sort of feel, I would say the Nike Pegasus Plus is a little bit softer on feet than the adidas Ultraboost 5. However, the Ultraboost 5 is the softest version of the Ultraboost that I've tried on feet. So if you're confused now because you remember the adidas Ultraboost 1.0 being the most comfortable shoe you ever tried, and you haven't tried anything since then, the market has shifted a ton. There's so many good pairs of sneakers out there, comfortable sneakers, soft, squishy, crazy pairs of sneakers out there. The Ultraboost 5 is the plushiest one in my opinion out of all the previous Ultraboosts that have been released, and I've tried literally every single model. So that being said, this is a really comfortable ride, but it's not soft and squishy. It is very responsive though, because the adidas Light Boost is responsive. So that's kind of a distinction that you should kind of make note of. Now the Pegasus Plus has Nike Zoom X in the midsole, and it is also very responsive. It's kind of like more of a load process though, so you kind of squish down and then it responds back. The adidas Ultraboost Light Boost material is like snappier, so it kind of retracts quicker. I think that if you want a softer experience on feet, then I would say the Pegasus Plus is going to be the option for you. I would say the other big difference between the two is the tongue placement. On the Pegasus Plus, it is a standard tongue. It's not gusseted, so it kind of shifts around a little bit. That's kind of a bummer, but I do prefer that style with it being a little bit gusseted. But the Ultraboost 5 has a fixed tongue similar to what we've seen in the past from the Ultraboost like 19 onwards. I don't really love this style of tongue. However, I understand its purpose because it's like snugger and it makes it so you don't have to tighten your laces as much, and you can still have a lot of stability and support because of that. And I think primarily that is one of those things that the companies just want people to have, the stability feature, as they have like more cushioning underfoot. That being said, I don't really prefer either tongue, but if I had to choose one, I definitely like the more standard style a little bit more. I do wish it was gusseted though and attached halfway down so it doesn't shift. Now, one other thing that separates the $180 sneakers is you have an LEP torsion system in the Ultraboost 5, and so that gives you a little bit more of a like springy sensation and feel. So it's actually pretty fun to just do this. It does kind of propel you forward as you're kind of rolling off of the ball of your foot. From what I've heard, this is the best adidas Ultraboost for running thus far, and I would believe it because of the LEP and then just the increased stack height in the midsole. I like the style on this. I will say though, the Ultraboost 22s and the Ultraboost Lights that came before this, I did like the overall kind of rounded nature of the shoe, and it just, I felt like a nice natural motion when I was walking around with those. Overall, this is a little bit flatter underfoot. I did like that just rounded nature of just like walking around in the other Ultraboost. This is still a really good experience. I would say this is like an updated version of the Ultraboost 1920 in the best way possible. The Pegasus Plus though just features Zoom X in the entire midsole. It doesn't have any sort of plates or anything like that, which is honestly something I personally like from a casual perspective. It's something that it's not needed for me just walking around. I casually run, but not anything too seriously. But the Zoom X in the midsole is very nice. It's soft. soft, it's very comfortable. I will say though that there is not as much in the forefoot as I would have liked. I wish it was just a little bit of a higher stack in the forefoot. You definitely get a more comfortable sensation out of the Invincible Run, which is obviously a larger stack of Zoom X. This one is $190 though, and I imagine they're gonna be releasing another version of those pretty soon. I would say that the traction on the bottom of the shoe is probably more superior on the adidas Ultraboost 5 because it does have that continental grip. The traction on the Pegasus Plus is pretty decent as well. The only thing I don't like is the fact that it says Pegasus Turbo. Obviously there was a miscommunication in Nike's branding because it says Pegasus Turbo on the bottom. Nowhere on their website does it say anything about this being a Pegasus Turbo. They just call it the Nike Pegasus Plus. When the 35s came out, you had the Pegasus 35 Turbos or whatever they were called. So you know it was tied to the 35th version of the Pegasus. And just so you can see side by side, this is not like that. This is a Pegasus Plus. This is a Pegasus 41. It is not like the Pegasus 41 at all. The entire midsole, the entire upper, everything is completely different than the Pegasus 41. So there should be nothing tied to this specific model. However, I wish they would have called it something else. They could have called it a Turbo something. I like the name Turbo, man. What the heck? Now for the uppers, you do have the Prime Knit versus the Fly Knit. That's always a preference thing. Honestly, it changes a little bit each year. They try to make each one a little bit better. I would say that overall, both of them are pretty good. You do have some pretty good breathability in both of them. I would say that the Pegasus Plus is a little bit more breathable than the Ultraboost. However, the Ultraboost breathability of the toe box is really nice. Now, as for the weight of both of these shoes, the Ultraboost is heavier at 9.7 ounces. The Pegasus Plus is 8.6 ounces, so a bit lighter than the Ultraboost 5. Both of them, though, in my size is under 10 ounces. So that's pretty awesome that we're at this place now where sneakers can be under 10 ounces that are like used for running and every day and stuff like these. They also both do feature a 10 mm heel toe drop. So that's kind of a general comparison between both of these models. If I missed something comparatively between them, leave a comment in the comment section, any of those questions, and I will hopefully be able to address any of those. Or anybody else that sees those questions that you guys know the answers to, please feel free to chime in. Overall, which one do I prefer out of the two? I love both of them, and honestly, it's like one of those things. I'm very fortunate, and you guys out there as well, just being able to watch a video and trying to determine which one you're able to buy, hopefully. Like, we're all pretty fortunate for being able to have the choice of something like that, considering the price points are so expensive at $180. You should feel thankful and pretty fortunate that you're able to be in a position to be able to buy something that other people consider a luxury, and it is a luxury. So I just wanted to point that out. So both of these are gonna be pretty solid options for $180. However, if you're watching this in the future and they eventually go on sale and are discounted, hopefully you guys will be able to buy them under retail. Again, I'll link them in the description of the video over to like their respective sites. Also, I always post them when they go on sale, like especially shoes like these that I like. I always post those deals over on Twitter and stuff, so make sure you follow me for the first time these go on sale. I'll be covering it. I do like the Pegasus Plus quite a bit. I mean, it's lighter, it's a little bit more breathable. The Zoom X is nice and soft. Overall, it's an excellent choice for your feet. It's something that I enjoyed wearing quite a bit. Are there better things in the market than this? I would say yes. But overall, I would say between these two, this is probably the more comfortable option of the two. However, I would say that the Ultraboost 5 is the more versatile of the two sneakers because it is just a little bit firmer on feet than the Zoom X of the Pegasus. And because of that, there's a little bit more stability there. Just the build quality on this is actually a pretty solid thing with the added traction and stuff. And again, under 10 ounces is a pretty solid feet for everything that you have going for you with the Ultraboost 5. Even though I don't like the tongue style of the Ultraboost 5, I do appreciate its integration into this model because it is a model where you can throw on and have the right amount of stability in without even having to tie the laces up. The LEP system in here is crazy. You can see like it has a lot of jump, so I like that as well. And these have superior traction than the Pegasus Plus, and these also weigh in under 10 ounces. So yeah, they're a little heavier, but they are a little bit more durable. I feel like this one's gonna last longer and just be better all around for everyday usage. But if you want something a little bit softer underfoot, I would say that this is a great option. I mean, the Pegasus Plus has been really fun to be able to wear, and I've enjoyed wearing both of them, to be honest. Like, so leave a comment in the comment section which you prefer. Appreciate y'all for stopping by and watching. Again, if you guys want to buy either of them, link in the description, and I greatly appreciate y'all. Have a good rest of the day. All right, peace, guys.